Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching this from. This is my 2025 PDC World Cup of Darts tournament. I was meant to say tournament review. It does say tournament preview, so I will change that in the title. But yeah, this is a tournament review where the expected winner got knocked out early. Got knocked out early in the World Cup of Darts. And once again, it was a tournament full of shots as well. And as Northern Ireland win the World Cup of Darts for the first time, with the lineup for Josh Watt and Alderney defeating Durham Price and Johnny Kerr in one of the most memorable World Cup of Darts tournament finals you will probably ever see. Both players, both teams giving it to each other. Obviously, respect for you as well. Who's respect there? I thought there was going to be a clash on stage, especially with Alderney and Durham Price, who both got to give it as well. But yeah, one of the classic World Cup of Darts finals you'll probably ever see. And yeah, couldn't be a better final, could it? Couldn't be a better final with the two characters you got on stage in Durney and Price as well, especially. And it gave us expectation. It is a bit of a shock Northern Ireland winning the tournament. I don't think anyone would have predicted Northern Ireland to win it because Josh Watt, Durney, Josh Watt's got he's a huge talent in darts. Durney, of course, a former major winner. Of course, Durney, so he has that experience of getting over the line. And I've always thought it was a good partnership, but I never thought it would win the tournament, to be honest with you. I thought it'd be like semi-finals, quarter-finals, so I wasn't shocked by that. But fair play to them, they win the tournament. And it's still been a good tournament for Wales as well. I think Wales start the tournament would have expected to reach the final. But I don't think they would have expected Northern Ireland in the final. I think they would have probably expected England in the final, who we will talk about in a minute. With England typically getting knocked out early as well. What does this win do for Northern Ireland? It should put Durney and Josh Watt in good stead for the rest of the year, even though it's not a major tournament. It's not a major tournament. It's a bit of fun, isn't it? Bit of fun. It's a doubles tournament as well. But you just never know. It's a winning fair one, isn't it? I thought it would have held them better a couple of years ago when Australia won it, but it didn't. It just depends, doesn't it? It really does depend, really. And Josh Watt, who's talent, has kind of got a winning feeling now under his bad, a winning feeling. Durney, he'd be used to winning. Obviously, he used to win mazes, isn't he? Durney, of course. So you just wonder if it will help the both of them for the rest of the year now. Give them that boost for the rest of the year. So yeah, congratulations to Northern Ireland, commiserations to Wales, but yeah, no shot to see Wales in the final. Durham Price, John Curtin won it twice before. Once England went out, I think everyone predicted Wales to win it, didn't they? But of course it didn't, and I'm kind of glad Northern Ireland won it. Not because I don't dislike Wales and all that. I don't care who wins it, but it's good to see someone new win it, like Northern Ireland win it. So that's my point on that. Wales ended up beating Netherlands in the semi-finals 8-5, and fair play to the Netherlands as well. I think the Netherlands still had a good tournament as well, with Gian van Veen, Danny Noppert, no Mike van Doorn, no problem. They performed well without Van Doorn. I think they performed more as a team. I think that lineup is more better for Netherlands. Because I think Van Doorn, I'm not saying Van Doorn has an ego. I'm not saying he has an ego or anything, but Van Doorn and Barney, they ended up working well together, didn't they? Well, Gian van Veen, Danny Noppert, it's like a even level, isn't it? Even level. As much as Gian van Veen is the next best thing to come out from the Netherlands, he's still on a level playing field with Danny Noppert because Danny Noppert has won, obviously, a major. Danny Noppert is the major winner. Gian Fanfine hasn't won a major yet. Of course, he has won the World Youth Championship and has the talent. So I think they work well as a team, and that's showed in the tournament, at least in the semi-finals. Germany. I still think it's a good tournament for Germany, but once again, it's just that pressure with Germany. Once they knocked out the tournament favourites England, of course, and I think that was the worst possible draw for England in the last 16. I know I put England to win against Germany in my predictions, but at the same time, it is the worst possible draw because you don't be having the crowd against you as well. And they're going to be behind Germany as well. And I actually think the crowd was Germany's downfall for me. Too much pressure on them. Once they knocked out England, the Germany crowd and media were putting pressure on Germany to win the whole tournament now after knocking out the tournament favourites as well. Schindler and Petresco, very good lineup. Definitely a very good lineup, very good pairing as well. I do think they actually had decided against Australia in quarterfinals, took a lot out of Germany, down into semi-finals. Because when I saw Germany win 8-7 against Australia, I was like, yep, Germany are not winning it now. They won't win it. Because when your daughter actually had decided, it can take a lot out of you, and you're playing quarterfinals, semi-finals, and finals in the same day as well. So I think that also took a lot out of Germany. But I still think it was a good tournament. Start tournament, you would have said to Germany, you reached the semi-finals, even though you don't know who you're playing in the last 16. They would have took it, wouldn't they? So yeah, it is again still progressing from Germany from the previous tournaments as well. So Petresco, I think Petresco is a huge talent, I really do. And Martin Schindler, again, another talent as well, who you respect to go very far in major tournaments at some point as well. So yeah, semi-finals. The quarterfinals, Czech Republic, fair play to Czech Republic, reaching the quarterfinals. That probably wasn't expected at all, especially when they didn't have Adam Darlas as well. So very good tournament for them, reaching the quarterfinals. Hong Kong. I am not shocked by Hong Kong reaching quarterfinals. Man Yok Yun, quality player, quality power scorer as well. And Lok Yen Yi, obviously not as good as his teammate, but he's a good finisher, isn't he, as well? So then that lineup worked well together. But obviously Wales, we all knew Wales would just be that level above Hong Kong in the end. Republic of Ireland missing quarterfinals. Yeah, I still think that's a good tournament for Republic of Ireland. I expect Northern Ireland to beat them, to be honest with you. So I think Republic of Ireland had a good tournament as well. Australia, I don't think Simon Whitlock's the same player from years ago, is he? He's not the same player. He's not playing on tour anymore. Dame Hetter as well. So yeah, I think Australia have had a good tournament as well. So yeah, I don't think the quarterfinalists should be ashamed of themselves, really. And plus Australia lost in the last side of it, I'd say as well. Malaysia recently last 16 as well. Malaysia might be thinking we could have went through to quarterfinals. But that was a 50-50 game, wasn't it? Malaysia, Czech Republic. But obviously Czech Republic probably would have been Ed's favourites, wouldn't it? So yeah, I think Malaysia showing why Asia Dart, along with Hong Kong and the Philippines, why Asia Dart is quoting in this, why it's quoting in darts now. Great to see Malaysia in the last 16. And the stock has risen for Asia Dart as well. Tenju Sa, very good player. Not quite sure about the other player for me. The other player was far too slow for me, taking this time, but the opponents need to adapt to that, in my opinion. Netherlands battering Scotland 8-0. Look, Peter White and Darren Anderson obviously past their prime. We all know that. they are past their prime. But that was still a shock. I thought Scotland would beat Netherlands personally. Just despite just still with that Peter White, Darren Jansen, I still expect Scotland to beat Netherlands. I wouldn't say it was a shock Netherlands knocking Scotland out, because Sinn Van Veen, quality player, Dan Noppert, good side player as well, and Scotland past their prime. But Scotland, you'd expect them to do better. Just didn't turn up, did they? They just didn't turn up at all. And you just wonder now, do Scotland now need to move on now from Peter White and Darren? Well, maybe not Darren Jansen, but maybe move on from Peter White. I do think Peter White now has had enough now, especially with the start schedule. Body language as well. I don't think he was that bothered about getting knocked out. I think this is the last year for Peter White. I do, in darts, to be honest with you. But to be fair, I've said that for how many years now? I said that for last year as well. Darren Jansen, you're saying he can still continue, but he won't be far from the corner as well. But yeah, very disappointing tournament from Scotland, especially the way they performed as well. Look, it was a tough draw. It was a tough draw for the Netherlands as well. Do we need to have a discussion about should the top 4 seeds really be playing the group stage along the other teams as well? Would that have helped the top 4 seeds if they would have appeared? Well, Northern Ireland still won the tournament and they entered in the asset scene, so maybe that shows that argument. But I do kind of prefer the top 4 seeds entering the group stages, to be honest with you. I do prefer that than waiting for them to perform the asset scene. It did have an effect on 3 of the seeds, in 2 of the seeds, in my opinion, England and Scotland. Not so much Northern Ireland and Wales. So I think that's a good debate to have in the comments. Do the top 4 seeds now need to enter in the group stage for me? So how the stuff's on that. Hong Kong defeating Sweden. Yeah, that was a 50-50 game for me. Sweden probably disappointed with themselves. Former 2-time quarterfinalists, probably would have expected reached quarterfinals again. But that was a 50-50 game. Wales were always done being a level above the Philippines for me. But fair play to the Philippines knocking out Belgium, who then had a very disappointing time in Belgium. We'll get on to Belgium in a minute. But then Philippines showing white is a Darcy's crown as well. Republic of Ireland defeating Switzerland, but still a good time from Switzerland. That was a 50-50 game, wasn't it? I thought Switzerland would go through against Republic of Ireland, because I wasn't really convinced by Republic of Ireland, to be honest with you. Convinced by their performances. But yeah, Switzerland just didn't turn up, and Ireland did. Good tournament for South Africa. Yeah, they shouldn't be disappointed, really. They shouldn't be disappointed by their tournament. I still think they had a good tournament, South Africa as well. And the return of Devin Peterson as well. Good to see him back on stage with his usual dancing nonsense as well. Australia defeating Argentina. Argentina, of course, the debutants in the World Cup of Darts recently last seen, so definitely a successful tournament for them. Probably overseen expectations, but they were in the group with New Zealand and Finland, so I think any of them teams could have went through from that group, to be fair. So they had a good tournament, and now we get onto the tournament favourites that were England, getting knocked out in the asset scene by Germany. I don't think they played that bad, England. They just had a few moments where they were missing doubles and had a few snap darts as well, which Germany punished as well. Did the crowd have a bit of an effect on England? I think it had an effect. I think it had an effect more on Yetters than Humphreys for me. I think Humphreys is used to it. Yetters had a pass with the Germany crowd as well, or on tour as well, saying he won't be coming back. Well, that's been flawed, hasn't it? Because he's ended up coming back as well, with this tournament being held in Frankfurt as well. So Yetter's had a pass with the Germany crowd. He kind of stormed off stairs, didn't he? He shut the Germany players' hands quite quickly and stormed off stairs. While Luke Humphries, to be fair, gave respect to the players. So and that was that. And yeah, very disappointing from England. Very disappointing. Not what we expected from England at all. But it's quite typical, isn't it? It's typical, like the media say, give England the trophy with that partnership, saying we all expected England to be unstoppable and unbeatable, and they get knocked out in their first game. It's just typical, isn't it? And to be fair, I did say there was a bit of a warning that we saw it with Phil Terry and James Wade when they were a pair and they got knocked out by Spain. Phil Terry and Nathan Hughes, I'm pretty sure they got knocked out early as well. I do think that partnership will grow, Yetter and Humphries. I think Yetter and Humphries will be far better next year than this year for me. I think next year they probably will be unstoppable, Yetter and Humphries. But this year, I think it was probably the worst possible draw as well. To get the Horse Nation as well. But for me, England should be, especially Humphries and Yetter, they should be able to deal with the crowd, in my opinion. Now on to the group stage results then. We saw Netherlands finish top, Italy second, and Hungary third. Netherlands didn't even concede a head, which is quite impressive stuff. Italy ended up defeating Hungary as well. So that was Group A. Group B, we saw Philippines ended up finishing top of the group, which was quite unexpected. We all expected Belgium to finish top of that group. And Belgium on paper, they got a good lineup, good pairing as well. Mikey Decker, World Grand Prix winner, and Dimitri Van den Berg, again, who's been a multiple major winner as well. And Belgium were 3-0 up against the Philippines as well. And Belgium ended up bottling it against the Philippines. And Philippines ended up a dramatic comeback against Belgium as well. So very disappointing from Belgium. I've been there, definitely one of the biggest flops of the tournament alongside England for me, especially with their lineup as well, of Mikey Decker and Dimitri Van den Berg. Group C, not really a surprise, really. Germany finishing top of their group, Singapore second, Portugal third. Paul Yim still playing, people. What a man. How old is he? Is he, 70, 74, something like that? And he's still playing? Fucking hell. What a legend, man, Paul Yim is. I might be wrong with 75. I think it might be 71 years old, Paul Yim. But he's still playing. Was it mental? Group D, Republic of Ireland. Well, this is interesting because Republic of Ireland, Gibraltar, and China all finished on identical records, as you see there. All finished on 2 points. All finished on the same net difference. Yeds won and all that. But Republic of Ireland qualified due to Yeds won against the 4. I don't agree with that at all. I don't agree with that. I felt they sort of had like a 9-dart shootout between all three of them. I think you should have got all three of them back on stage, and yet all three of them have like 9 darts, and whoever has like the highest score ends up going through for me. I think that would have been a better way to do it, in my opinion. But again, more excitement as well. Would have been more exciting as well. So I do think Republic of Ireland would have went through anyways, regardless. If they had that 9-dart shootout, I would have still fancied Ireland to go through in the 9-dart shootout, but you just never know, do you? You just never know. I just felt that would have been better for me. But yeah, Group E, again, very disappointing from Poland, who were the 9th seeds with Crystal Patasi and Radostancy. I would have expected them to go through. And Poland kind of bowled it, didn't they, against Norway. That was the day you would expect Poland to win and to go through. And Norway ended up helping South Africa go through to the last 16. So yeah, very disappointing time from Poland. Malaysia ended up finishing top. I wasn't shocked really by this. I wasn't really shocked. I still expected Canada to win the group, but I wasn't shocked by this because I wasn't really convinced by the Canadian lineup. Matt Campbell, good player. He's a good player, Matt Campbell, but I wasn't really convinced by Jim Nunn as a partner from Matt Campbell, to be honest with you. Even though I did expect Canada to still go through. So they did disappoint really, Canada. I think Denmark kind of disappointed as well. I think Denmark would have fancied themselves then to Malaysia as well, in my opinion. So, but yeah, on to Group G. This was one of the group of deaths, wasn't it? Sweden, France, and Lithuania. Lithuania with that experienced lineup of Yavanastas and Balastas. The French have got a good lineup with Thibaut Courtois and Jay Yabra. And Sweden were also got a good lineup with Jeffrey de Swaff and Jeffrey de Graaf and Oster Siak. And but yeah, I wasn't shocked by Sweden. I didn't expect Sweden to win the group. Just, but that was one of the group of deaths, to be fair. Australia ended up going through, knocking out last year's runners-up, Austria. Austria obviously had a different lineup this year. It was Rusty Chip Rodriguez coming in for a while with John Rodriguez. But Austria were always going to be a tough outfit, weren't they? Because Mensa knows how to trot that team, doesn't he? The leader that he is. A hard player to beat. Mensa as well. And proper captain, proper leader for that team as well. And but yeah, I think I did go for. I'm pretty sure I went for Australia's go through. I'm pretty sure with that Head and Whitlock partnership as well. And obviously Spain had a new line-up as well. On to Group I, Hong Kong ended up knocking out the United States. I wasn't shocked by that. I expected Hong Kong to win the group and to go through. I wasn't convinced by Danny Alby and Jill Van Donden partnership. Too inconsistent of a line-up for me. Too inconsistent in terms of performances for both of them. Jill Van Donden's having a hard time as well, to be fair. So we can definitely get him off. And Danny Alby's always hot and cold. Group J, there was no Chinese Taipei going through. I thought Chinese Taipei would go through in this group. I do, after taking the L on this prediction, I did go for Czech Republic to get knocked out in this group. And then go for Chinese Taipei to go through. So, yeah, it was always going to be whoever wins that game, wasn't it, between Czech Republic and Chinese Taipei would go through. Obviously, Chinese Taipei had a bit of a cast on stage between each other after they ended up busting the store as well. So maybe it was like a second year syndrome for Chinese Taipei, really, where they were more found out this time. So yeah, Czech Republic ended up going through in that group. Switzerland ended up going through in this group K. I wasn't shocked by Croatia though. Now I did predict Croatia to go out, but I actually predicted Japan to go through with that partnership of Tomorodotto and Atamoto. And but yeah, they just didn't turn up against Switzerland, did they? And Serbia went out after that for not turning up. Group L, Argentina ended up going through. I think anyone could have went through in that group. I did predict New Zealand to go through with Harpai Puha and Markeva. I thought I saw more of them than Argentina, for example. Argentina were the unknown. And I never felt Finland was good enough to go through, in my opinion. And the final pizza state. So there were the groups. 2013 finalists Belgium were eliminated in the group stage. Martin and Nations earlier set the tournament Argentina were the only nation to make the first appearance qualifying from their group on debut. England, who had Luke Humphries and UK, were defending champions after Humphries and Smith defeated Austria 10-6 in the 2024 final. However, they lost 8-4 to Germany in the second round. We were the host nations. Northern Ireland's Josh Rottendale won the first ever World Cup title by defeating Wales' Durham Pride and joining in 10-9 in the final. So that is that then from our 2025 PDC World Cup of Darts tournament review. Congratulations to Northern Ireland winning the World Cup for the first time with Josh Rottendale as they beat Wales in the final, and we saw the likes of England and Belgium ended up flopping big time at the tournament. Feel free to take your thoughts down below in the comments and everything that I spoke about, and I'll see you all in the next one.